What does it mean to be a man in today's world, and how does self-reliance factor into this equation? As we delve into the 21st century, the landscape of masculinity is experiencing a profound shift. The age-old constructs of manhood, once rooted in physical prowess and financial dominance, are being redefined. Today, the true essence of being a man is increasingly associated with self-reliance. But what does self-reliance mean? And more importantly, how does it shape our understanding of contemporary masculinity? Let's dispel a common myth first. Self-reliance isn't just about the ability to change a tire, chop firewood, or even pay the bills. Sure, these skills are important, but they don't define self-reliance in its entirety. Self-reliance is a broader, more encompassing concept. It's about emotional resilience, intellectual autonomy, and the ability to navigate life's obstacles with grace and grit. In the realm of fitness, self-reliance might manifest as the discipline to maintain a regular workout routine without external motivation. In the sphere of emotional well-being, it could mean the capacity to process emotions and bounce back from adversity. In the intellectual sphere, self-reliance might reflect in one's ability to think critically, to question, to learn, and to grow. This evolution in the understanding of self-reliance is a response to the changing realities of the world we live in. It acknowledges that the challenges men face today are not just physical or financial, but also emotional and intellectual. It recognizes that to thrive in this complex world, men need to be adaptable, resilient, and self-reliant in a holistic sense. Yet it's crucial to remember that self-reliance is not about isolation. It's not about being a lone wolf or shunning help from others. It's about having the confidence and competence to stand on your own 2 feet, while also understanding the importance of community, connection, and mutual support. Understanding and embracing self-reliance is a journey, not a destination. It's about continuous growth, learning, and adaptation. It's about becoming the best version of yourself, for yourself. It's about transcending traditional views of masculinity and embodying a more balanced, authentic, and self-reliant manhood. Self-reliance is a skill, one that involves multiple facets of our lives. It's an art, really, and one that we're going to delve into today. Let's start by breaking down what self-reliance truly means. It's often mistaken as simply being able to take care of yourself physically. But it's so much more than that. It's emotional, it's mental, and yes, it's physical too. Each of these aspects plays a crucial role in developing the art of self-reliance. Emotional self-reliance is about being in control of your feelings and emotions. It's about understanding that it's okay to feel a certain way, but it's not okay to let those feelings control your actions. It's about being able to soothe yourself during tough times and not relying on others for emotional support. It's about being your own rock when the world around you seems to be crumbling. Mental self-reliance, on the other hand, is about being able to think independently. It's about making decisions based on your own beliefs and values, not those of others. It's about trusting your own judgment and having the confidence to stand by your choices. It's about constantly learning and growing, challenging your own thoughts and beliefs. And finally, physical self-reliance is about being able to take care of your own physical needs. This includes being able to feed yourself, to clothe yourself, to keep yourself healthy and fit. It's about knowing your physical limits and pushing them, not because someone else is telling you to, but because you want to. Each of these aspects interconnect. They feed off each other. Emotional self-reliance can lead to mental self-reliance, which in turn can lead to physical self-reliance. They're all pieces of the same puzzle, and when they come together, they form the intricate art of self-reliance. Remember, self-reliance doesn't mean going it alone. It means understanding yourself and your needs. It means being able to stand on your own 2 feet, but also knowing when to ask for help. It's about striking that delicate balance between independence and interdependence. It's not an easy art to master, but it's one that's worth every bit of effort. Now that you know what self-reliance entails, how do you achieve it, you might ask? Well, it's not as daunting as it may seem. Here are some steps to get you started on your journey to self-reliance. First and foremost, practice self-awareness. Understand who you are, what you want, and why you want it. This is the foundation of self-reliance. It's about knowing your strengths, weaknesses, desires, and fears. It's about being honest with yourself and recognizing your emotions. Remember, self-awareness is not a destination but a journey, and it's okay if the path seems a bit winding. Next, set personal goals. These can range from small daily tasks to long-term ambitions. Maybe you want to read a book a week, or perhaps you aspire to run a marathon. Whatever your goals may be, make sure they are clear, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. This technique, often referred to as the SMART goal-setting method, will keep you focused and motivated. Thirdly, never stop learning. Acquire new skills, whether they are related to your profession, a hobby, or just something you've always wanted to try. Learning keeps your mind sharp and opens up new possibilities. It could be as simple as learning to cook a new dish or as complex as mastering a new language. The key is to keep challenging yourself. Finally, take care of your mental and physical health. Exercise regularly, eat a balanced diet, get enough sleep, and take breaks when needed. Mental health is equally important. Practice mindfulness, meditate, or simply spend time in nature. Remember, a healthy mind and body are crucial for self-reliance. As you embark on this journey, understand that self-reliance doesn't mean you have to do everything alone. It's perfectly okay to seek help when needed. What it truly means is that you are capable of making decisions and taking actions based on your own judgment and experiences. Self-reliance is a process, not a one-time event. It's about constant growth and learning. So take one step at a time, and before you know it, you'll be well on your way to becoming a self-reliant individual. But what about masculinity? How does self-reliance help in transcending traditional views of what it means to be a man? Let's delve into this. Traditionally, masculinity has been associated with traits such as strength, stoicism, and dominance. Men have often been expected to be the primary breadwinners, to suppress their emotions, and to solve problems without seeking help. These expectations can be limiting and create undue pressure, leading to a host of problems like stress, depression, and isolation. However, self-reliance allows men to break free from these constraints. It empowers men to redefine masculinity in their own terms, rather than being bound by societal norms. Self-reliance is not about isolation or self-sufficiency, but about having the confidence and ability to take responsibility for one's own life. It's about being able to make decisions, solve problems, and meet challenges head-on, while still acknowledging the value of seeking help and support when needed. When we talk about self-reliance in the context of masculinity, we're not suggesting that men should never ask for help or show vulnerability. Quite the opposite. A self-reliant man knows when to seek advice, when to lean on others, and when to step back and let others lead. He's not afraid to show emotions or to admit when he's wrong. Embracing self-reliance means transcending the narrow constraints of traditional masculinity. It means acknowledging that being a man is about more than physical strength or emotional stoicism. It's about integrity, respect, and emotional intelligence. It's about being able to stand on your own 2 feet while also being a supportive and considerate partner, a caring father, a loyal friend. In this way, self-reliance allows men to embody a more holistic, balanced, and inclusive definition of masculinity. It empowers men to be their best selves without the pressure to conform to outdated stereotypes. So, gentlemen, let's redefine masculinity, one action at a time, one thought at a time. Transcending traditional masculinity is about embracing a more holistic, balanced, and inclusive definition of manhood. Let's recap what we've learned about self-reliance and masculinity. We kicked off our discussion by delving into the importance of self-reliance, a characteristic that is not only essential for survival, but also a cornerstone of personal growth and fulfillment. We learned that being self-reliant is about being able to stand on your own 2 feet, to make decisions for yourself, and not relying on others for your needs or happiness. More than just a survival skill, it's a mindset that helps you build confidence, resilience, and a sense of responsibility. We then explored the different aspects of self-reliance, particularly in relation to fitness and self-discipline. We discovered that self-reliance in fitness is about taking control of your health and well-being, setting your own goals, and following through on them. It's about understanding your body, knowing what it needs, and being disciplined enough to provide it. Self-discipline, on the other hand, is the driving force behind self-reliance. It's the ability to control impulses, resist temptations, and persist in the face of adversity. It's what helps you stick to your fitness goals, maintain a healthy lifestyle, and ultimately become self-reliant. We then outline the steps to becoming self-reliant. These steps, though simple in concept, require dedication and discipline to execute. They involve setting personal goals, developing skills, making informed decisions, and taking responsibility for one's actions. We emphasize that self-reliance is a journey, not a destination, and it's okay to make mistakes along the way. What's important is that you learn from them and keep moving forward. Finally, we discussed how self-reliance can help transcend traditional views of masculinity. We concluded that being self-reliant allows you to define your own masculinity, independent of societal expectations or stereotypes. It encourages authenticity, self-expression, and personal growth. It empowers you to be the best version of yourself, not what others expect you to be. Remember, being a man is not about fitting into a predefined mold, but about defining your own path. Be self-reliant, be authentic, and transcend.